Hi, everybody. Good morning. Thank you so much for coming to my session this morning and spending your weekend with me. We're going to be waiting for a few more participants coming in. It's 9:57, so we'll start sharp at 10 a.m. Thank you so much for being with us for our Who Am I with 5W on 1H session. Looking forward to be with you. Quite excited with the content today. So really am wanting to share what I have been working on. I will be kind of looking on my second screen over here. So it's not that I'm disengaging with you guys, but I just want to see who's with me today. And we have Siti Bella Cassidy. Thank you so much for being with you. Hi, Dr. Asma. Thank you for coming. And hi, Fee. Walaikum salam. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. And I'm looking forward to really do this quick tip, because it's been a dream of mine to just make it easy for people to communicate and self-express. And I've been doing this for so long, I didn't realize how easy it was. And after doing a couple of sessions in my coaching sessions, I realized that sometimes people, simple questions like, what do you do and how are you? People actually get quite jammed up. And I wanted to just go ahead and show you how a simple formula can really support us, especially when we're really nervous and in a crowd of people we don't know. So great, we have 2 more minutes. Thank you so much for being on time. I'm just so excited. Thank you again. We're just checking in with some of our logistics. I have this amazing people behind the scene with me. We have Dr. Aisha making me look really good. We have Far and her team, Iza making sure that everybody from Farbit is supporting me in the background. So this is really an exciting collaboration. Thank you so much, guys. Hi, Farah. Hi, Farah. Hi, Farah and Daniel. Thank you for coming. Baby ada sekali. Is the baby also joining us today? Hi, Kak Baiduri. Thank you for coming. I'm just going to be looking at my screen so that I'll be very engaging with all of you for coming and being with me this morning. And it is 10 o'clock. I'm just going to check in with my team. Are we good to go? All right, so I do. Thank you, Farah, for bringing your baby as well. Inshallah, some of the subconscious will gather some of this information. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here today. Good morning. And I know the weekend is really valuable for everybody. So I'm going to make it really short and sweet. But I'm so hopeful that the content I created will add value to your life and will be able to execute it in your communication. So quickly, for those who know me, I'm sure you know that I'm a writer, but for those who don't, I just want to do a quick 2-3 minutes introduction. I'm a writer and I'm known as a wordsmith. My name is Shireen and I'm a complete lover of words. And I believe in its power to trigger emotions, thoughts, and leaving great impact. So why is this so important? If you think about it, a lot of people on Facebook itself, a lot of people really look forward to sharing their morning motivational quotes. They write a lot of sayings. They share a lot of words. Why? Because a lot of us resonate with certain words. A lot of words that we speak or we utter, we resonate with some of them because of our experience, worldview, culture, and lifestyle. So words are really something that is so commonly used, but not completely utilized in terms of communication to leave the impact that we really want when we communicate. I am a certified coach known as the Word Coach. And in most of my sessions recently, especially, I realized how people have blocks to express what they really want to say. And I was like, oh, I didn't realize that it was simple questions like, so what do you feel like doing today? And people jam. They just, oh, the question is so simple, they can figure out of a way to answer. So the intention of this 45 minutes I'm sharing with you guys today is to share a simple tool that I learned from school and continued to learn when I was in college as a journalist student, to frame our mind around words using 5W and 1H. So I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with it. I'll be sharing with you what it is in a minute, but it's really something that really helps even professional reporters and journalists to frame their minds so that they can communicate and give the information necessary. So what are the common hiccups when we communicate? Good morning, Annie. So what are the common hiccups that happens when we are in a social setting or when we are in a business networking environment and people are having conversations? So I'm just going to share with you a little bit of do's and don'ts, because usually when we are in a strange environment, people begin with simple conversation starters. It's just greetings like, how are you? How's the weather? Where you're from? Where did you come from? What did you do? Which school did you go to? And some of the things that really common is for people to just, stop talking. They ask you a question, and the most common question is, so what do you do? The trick is when you're in a conversation, you want to stop talking a lot. You want to just give a little bit of nuggets, but you want to be quiet most of the times because you want to listen more to gather keywords. People like to talk and they like to be heard. So to quickly earn your likability points is to just smile, nod, and most importantly, listen attentively. Why do I say this? Because when we're listening, we're actually catching on cues. You want to gather enough ammunition so that when they ask you questions, you can quickly resonate with them with the keywords they've been sending out to you. You want to have a bullseye conversation because you want them to really like you, and you want them to continuously engage with you in conversations. So when people talk, if you have your paper and pen with you, put this down. You want to pick up on keywords, okay? And then when you hear certain keywords that resonates with your classification or your business or your expertise, you want to quickly remember these keywords, because after you listen to those conversations, you want to say, what is the pain that this person is experiencing that they keep on repeating this word? And then ask more probing questions based on these words so that you can get more information about them, so you can get to know more and more, so that when they ask you to introduce yourself, you can use all those keywords you have gathered from their conversation to support you in connecting with them. So in conversation, it's never in length, but more in precision. So always keep it short and sweet. So what are we doing with 5W and 1H, and how can we do it in 60 seconds? So 5W and 1H is a basic art of communication. You can use it in written, and you can use it in spoken. Now, how I was first introduced to it was, I was a journalist student. So my teacher said, my lecturer introduced me to 5W and 1H a long time ago. And the key is to jam pack everything, all the vital information in one paragraph, 20 words. And it really frame your mind, because sometimes we talk too much and we disengage with our audience. So when we are able to jam pack everything, the 5W and 1H is just a few sentences or in 60 seconds, people get the holistic picture about who you are. So the practice is to just put in the keywords in a 5W and 1H, yeah? So again, the word is keyword. And the 5W 1H, if you don't know this already, I'm just going to share with you, yeah? Do put it down on a piece of paper. 5W is who, what, where, when, why. That's a 5W. And a 1H is how. And it's like that. It's so common, so simple. How do you use this to introduce yourself in 60 seconds? So here's the trick. You have to extract important points, because people only want to hear what is relevant to them. So as much as you're talking about you, you're actually talking about what about you is relevant to them. And to be relevant to them is in the initial conversation where you have gathered all the keywords from what they have been talking about for the past few minutes. So after you have listened to all their keywords and they ask you, so what do you do? How about you? What do you like? You need to start immediately address those keywords to you, so that when you're talking, it's as though you're talking about yourself, but actually you are addressing them, their needs, their likes and dislikes, their do's and don'ts, their hobbies, whatever you have listened in initially. So I'm going to start quickly to share with you. It's 10:07. And I actually want to engage with you guys more, and I'll be looking at the chat room quite a bit. So I'm going to share with you how I started my company and how I use words so that it gets repeated, and after a while, people will start to brand you for who you are. So when I said that my name is Shireen and I'm a wordsmith, the wordsmith actually was a label that was given to me by my community. It is a third-party endorsement. It's not that I said that I'm a wordsmith. Somebody agreed that I was, and they labeled me as a wordsmith. And because of that, I am known as a wordsmith. Isn't that great? So you want someone to do that for you, but for them to see you for your stand, or see you for what you are a brand of, or what you champion, they need to constantly hear these words being repeated. So what I did, you can do this for yourself. As I'm doing this, please do it for yourself. Open up a piece of paper. If you guys have any questions, just go ahead, put it in the chat room. I'll try and address it as much as possible. So what you want to do is right now, just follow what I'm doing. When I started my company, I was trying to figure out how can I brand myself, and what is my root word that I can grow my brand. So I, as an owner, I am a stand for unity. So my root word is unity. So what can you grow out of the word unity? So think of a tree. Think of a tree and put your root word right at the bottom. Do that right now. Do this right now. Draw a tree and put your root word either as an individual or your business or your product. Put it at the root, and this is my word. So can imagine in a tree, and my root word is unity. So now I wanted to build my business, and I go like, what can I say to my audience that they understand that my intention is to really unite people. I really believe in this. I want people to be connected. I want people to know that when we wake up every morning, we all want the same thing. We want security. We want food in our bellies. We want to shower. We want to be with our loved ones. We all have the same needs and desires. So why are we separated? Why are we not feeling together when our basic needs are the same? So I said, okay lah, my business is all about unity. So I have to build a philosophy that everybody who meets me can see this, can visualize this. What is the simplest thing? So out of unity, I built a philosophy, or I decided that my philosophy for my company is building bridges. So now the tree has grown. From the root word, it has a philosophy, and it's called building bridges. I hope you guys are doing yours. Yeah. And from there, I go like, but I am a lover of words. How can I connect my passion in words to my root word unity and through my intention to build bridges? What can I do? So I know that words have power, and I know that words are triggers, and I know that through words, people can make others happy, sad, overjoyed, pain. We can do a lot of things with words. So it goes back to value. Now, I designed my tagline so that the root word unity is there, and my philosophy is there, but focus on my mastery, which is words. I want you to have really think about this, yeah? From your root word to your philosophy and to what you are stand for. So my tagline is, what's your word worth? Because we know that every word is a reflection of you. Everything that you say is a reflection of your intentions. Even if we are completely conscious to what we're saying, sometimes because of our intention and how we started our conversation, the choices of words will still reflect that intention in the conversation. Yeah. So are you guys following me so far? Hi, Edna. So good. I hope this you guys are following this, and you're drawing on your piece of paper, and your tree is coming to form. After you've come up with your root word and your philosophy and your taglines and whatever you stand for, start looking for words that is complementary to your root word, because this needs to be repeated so that people see your intention in your conversation. So, for example, in unity, what do we get out of unity? We get peace. So peace is a word in my business. And out of unity, what else do I want in my business? I want to see justice. I want to see equality. So you see a lot of my work talks about gender equality. It talks about equality at work. You will see that my work or my conversation speaks about this. And then what else? What else about unity? There is a need to understand unity. So there is a need for knowledge. So knowledge is a key word in my business. What else? I find words like proud, choice, clarity. All these are built on my tree. So now you will see that your tree has branches. And all these branches will have all these other words that you have created, and you can build, like, from clarity, what kind of products or services or conversation you want to create with the word clarity. Out of knowledge, what are the products or services or conversation you want to have around knowledge. Your whole beingness and your whole business will grow that way. I hope you guys are following me so far. Oh, yay! Yes, fantastic. You guys are following. Fantastic. So what I want to do right now is I'm going to time you about a minute, and I want you to just go ahead and draw your tree. And if you are done after a minute, go ahead and put up your words on the comment so that we can do a bit of sharing. And I wish we are on a more interactive platform where I can see you and speak to you, but that would be a different story. We're on live right now, and I can just communicate with you on comments. So just go ahead and plan for a minute, your word, your root word, and how you're going to build it up into a beautiful tree that you can choose to communicate within the context that you're in at any time at all. Just go ahead and do that. So it's 1 minute and it starts now, guys. 1 minute. Hi, Edna. Wow. So happy to see everybody. Just go ahead and find your word. Just one root word. Just one root word. There has to be one thing that you are a stand for, and it grows from there. So like my root word, Annie, is unity. And from unity, I just grew the word to peace, justice. So you start building your tree of words. Draw your tree from your root word. Go ahead and share in the comments. Your minute is almost done. You have 5 seconds. And done. Anybody wants to share, just put it on the comment. Anyone? You're welcome. So the words are really important, as I mentioned. You can have like love as your root word. So what's the outcome of love? So your products and services or your own beingness can be created or designed by what you are a stand for, or what you wanna champion. This is really, really, yes, any love, technology, correct. If from technology, what if your keyword is technology? What's the next word? What can technology do to add value to people's lives? What can love do to add value to people's lives? So your tree will start having lots and lots of branches. Yes, integrity, happiness, powerful words, but those are your root word. Those are your essence, the essence of you. So now that you've identified that, happiness is your root word, health is your root word. So what are the words can be used to express this about you. So think about that, because when you introduce yourself and people are asking you, so what do you do? Or so what do you like? It is easy for you to just pluck these words that you have developed for yourself and then express it. So I'm going to show you how to do this. Boleh ya? Can I? So happy. Integrity, health, happiness, amazing words. So in 60 seconds, what can we do with 5W and 1H? The most important thing to understand is, just because I give you one sample of 5W and 1H, you don't have to continuously introduce yourself just one way. The idea of knowing the 5W and 1H is so that you can replicate your introduction relevant to the person in front of you or the context that you're in. So do not repeat yourself, because then you become a broken record, but understand the power of words so you can just resonate, okay? To do that, you have to know your audience. To do that, you need to be really, really clear of your stand and your big why. So the question today is, who am I, right? Because people's going to ask you, so who are you? Or what do you do? What are you stand for? So the question today is, who am I with 5W and 1H? How can I explain myself in 60 seconds, 5W and 1H? So I'm just going to go ahead and share with you this. So if you have a piece of paper, for this particular exercise, I kind of like rearrange the 5W and 1H so that it goes into a self-introduction, yeah? So the first one you want to put up there is who am I? And then number 2 is what do I do? Number 3 is why do I do what I do? Number 4 is how do I do it? And then we have the where and when at the bottom, should that is relevant in a conversation. If it's not relevant, it's okay, you can skip it. But if it's relevant, go ahead and do it, especially for those who does business. When is always very, very important. But when can also be for you to share a historical moment or something that has happened that created an impact for you to do what you do. Follow so far? Farah, wellness, safe, happiness can be like this? Yeah, can, Farah. Awesome. I'm going to go through this in a minute. So go ahead and put on a piece of paper who, what, why, how, where, and when. All right. Now, as I go along the list and sharing with you how I create mine, do it for yourself. Okay. So who? Shireen. Who is Shireen? So I will write down, I am a writer and known as the wordsmith. So you guys go ahead and say, who? Can you please repeat one more time? Repeat yang mana ya, Ramisa? It's the who, okay, the who, what, why, how, where, and when. Did you get that, Ramisa? Okay, so the first who, for me to explain, I go, I am a writer and known as the wordsmith. You guys go ahead. So I am a health advocate, and I believe through health, you'll be happier and you'll be apa tadi? I know there's some more. Let me just look at it. Well, I'll be happier, and through health, you'll be happier. So you're right. I am a health advocate, and I know through health, you will be a happier being. Okay, that's the who. The second one is what. So I will say, what I do is I help people self-express with clarity. Either I write for them, or I coach them to write, or speak to self-express. As a coach, they call me the word coach. So what I'm doing right now is I'm breaking down who I am first. This is for me. This is for me to know who I am. This is for me to frame my mind so that when I speak to people, these are my conversations. It doesn't have to always be like this, but these are the key points with the keywords, yeah? Follow? Awesome. So then the third W is why. So why am I doing this? Why do I want people to self-express? So why I do it is because I believe there is so much hidden brilliance due to the lack of knowledge to use words as a tool of expression. So I believe in this. I believe that a lot of people have so much to say. They're so brilliant, so much brilliance hidden from us because people do not know how to self-express. People don't know which word best describe what they're good at or what they really want to do or what they really want to contribute to the community. Because of the choice of words, certain message or certain brilliance just misses us. And that is such a big loss, I feel. So this is why I do what I do. So who, what, why? Good. I hope you guys are writing because no one's talking. So I'm guessing you guys are very busy writing. All right. Then the fourth one is how. How is it that you're going to do this impact? How is it you're going to make this difference? How is it that you're going to execute your why? So I would say journaling and reflection is one, or they can hire me as a writer. So this is how I can support people around me. I can support people by showing them how to journal and reflect, or I can support people by writing for them so that they can express best. Follow so far? Right. So it's a who, what, why, how. And then this comes to me because as a writer and as a coach, I want to invite people to know more. So my where will be Zoom or face-to-face post MCO. So I know what's your where. So go ahead and do that. And then the when, I'll talk about coaching is scheduled, workshops are announced, personal engagements are retainers, and as a writer and as a coach, I start to write my keywords. Are you guys following me so far? Tak? Yeah, betul Saha. It's who, what, why, how, where, and when. This is for your self-introduction, yeah? So now that you have done all that, you have written down all your pointers, now is to plonk in your keywords. Remember the keyword just now? You had your root word and then you start to build branches. So now I've created my who, what, why, how, where, and when. I've already framed my thoughts. Now I'm going to put in all my keywords so when I'm having conversation, these keywords are heard. Okay, so these are my keywords that I plan. If I were to go out today and be introducing myself, I'll be talking about these keywords. So I want you guys to go ahead and write down your keywords. So I'm going to share with you mine, okay? Brilliance, clarity, choices, self-express, knowledge, journaling, and reflection. I'm going to repeat my words. Brilliance, clarity, choices, self-express, knowledge, journaling, reflection. Now, if you hear my choice of words, this choice of keywords is relevant to how I want to introduce myself with my 5W and 1H. So what I want you to do right now is look at your notes that you have done for your 5W and 1H and think about the keywords that is relevant to you so that when you form your introduction, all these keywords will come in to express yourself. Elevator pitch for MIEE, siapa tu? Okay, everybody okay so far? Later, I'm going to have you guys put in your introduction on the comment and see how you guys are doing. So go ahead and put down all your keywords, design your points. So, yes, who am I? Betul. What I'm doing, why I'm doing this. Yes, how do you execute your why, where, and when will I do it? Yes, correct. So this is just a simple guideline. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to just try to speak slowly. I know I speak very fast. I'm going to share with you based on the 5W and 1H and the keywords I've just shared with you, how I would introduce myself if I'm in an environment where people want to know me as a writer. Okay, so I would start saying, people say, so what do you do? Or, so Shireen, tell me a little bit more about you. So I will just do this in 60 seconds. Yeah, just have a check-in and see how this works for you. So my name is Shireen and I'm a wordsmith. I write for corporate clients and I coach individuals to self-express using the power of words. I leverage on its power in my communication. So people hire me to write or they hire me to coach. I feel that there is so much brilliance hidden due to the lack of knowledge in wordplay. As a writer, I produce written work. As a coach, I help my clients self-express with clarity. I want them to make conscious choices when communicating. So the best tool to reflect on our thought processes is in journaling. I do run workshops and coaching sessions online via Zoom, and I would love to share a session with you. So here, let me give you an invite. That is 60 seconds approximately. Okay, okay. And that was all formed with my 5W and 1H. So if you were to really check in my writing, I will show this with you, Nanti. I had thrown in all my keywords. I threw in my self-express. I threw in my brilliance, the knowledge. I threw in the self-express again, conscious choices. I talk about journaling. I talk about workshops, and I immediately invited the person to come and participate with me. When people go, the next thing I would probably do is to know more about them so I can communicate more with them. I would ask them, so what's your favorite word when you communicate? And I let them talk again. So remember, the key is to keep them engaged and interested in you by letting them talk. You give that 60 seconds to just trigger them. At the same time, introduce yourself, but throw in all the keywords so that when you ask them questions, they will sort of, usually human nature, we will remember the last few words we heard from the conversation and we will repeat it. And that's how you keep them engaged with you. Because the words that you choose and then you throw it back to them, they will use those words again and again and again. And the advantage for you is your stand is being heard. Whatever you're championing is being heard and being repeated in a conversation. And it's not you saying it, it is them. You just do it in 30 seconds, 60 seconds, but then the keywords is being thrown in the midst of the conversation. And because of that, it gets repeated by the other person in front of you. You guys follow me so far? Okay, so I can't repeat lah. Farah, I have 45 minutes and 15 more minutes. So I think this live will be left on pictures and pen. You can just repeat it later. So basically, what I wanted to share with you is how easy it is. You know, when you have all your keywords, you can just like speak about it once your 5W and 1H is framed in your mind. When you frame your thoughts and you know what are the areas you want to speak about, you go to a function or you go to a social function or you go to a business function, you already basically know what you want to say or what you want to do. Never go to any event unplanned. So this is something that I learned in my networking organization. Everything is strategic. Even when you go for dinners or you go for wedding functions, people are going to be talking to you. There'll be so many strangers who will be talking to you. If you could leave an impact to just 1 or 2 persons in that room, wouldn't that be great? And what if that impact creates a reciprocity effect where you build more relationships, and as a business owner, maybe you get more business? Wouldn't that be great? So being anywhere, communication is key. And for people to follow you, the choices of words are key, because people will connect with you because of what resonates with them. If it doesn't work out, it's okay. That person is not a person who shares your values or does not hold the same ideas that you champion. And that's okay. But at least when you're clear about your words, you'll be inviting or attracting the right people to your conversations. So I just gave you something for 60 seconds, but actually in time, your introduction, when you practice, would be crispier and shorter and should really be 30 seconds. Okay, and this 30 seconds usually comes out from your listening skills. The more you listen, the more you hear, the more you know what the other person wants to hear from you, or what would trigger them to be interested in you. So I'm just going to share with you from that 60 seconds how I can make it shorter and make it more crisp and on point. Senang je. Okay, ready? Morning Kak Siti. And Mila say, how easy is it? Yeah, very easy. Later I can share some more. Okay, so in 35 seconds, I can say this. So someone's going to ask me, so what do you do, Shireen? I'll say, I'm a writer. I'm also the word coach. I help folks communicate their message. I write for them, or I help them communicate for them. I use journaling a lot, and I also coach folks to self-express with any tool that they're happy to reflect with. My core expertise is in wordplay, and I really want people to self-express with clarity. So words is so important. I do run workshops. What is happening in 2 weeks? I'd love to have you over. We should come. That's 35 seconds. So from introducing myself, I terus engage with that person to come and partake with me in 35 seconds. So if you have been listening a little bit, a lot of my keywords are mentioned, and mostly because of my work. The word clarity is something that I would repeat. So there are multiple ways to create and recreate your conversations, but for you to start practicing is to, sometimes when I started, right, I actually carried my keywords. I wrote them with a piece of paper and I put it in my pocket, and I'll talk. And then when I walk away, there's no one talking to me, I'll take out my keywords and I remind myself what are my keywords. I used to do that a lot until I've got into practice. So you can go ahead and adopt that practice lah. So it is already 10:34. What I really want to see is, maybe if any one of you have come up with a conversation, you can just share with me. I'm just going to go check in and see. Annie just said something. Keyword love. I'm a play big coach. Oh, play big coach. I support women to step up and achieve their dreams and aspirations. Fantastic. We have brilliance within us that may have been deemed by life. Playing small reduces the glory of a woman bestowed on us by Allah. We have strength and wisdom within us to impact change. Very true. The time is now, because if it's not you, then who? If it's not now, then when? How? MWC, a coaching curriculum that inspires women to live a culture and impactful conversations built upon Tawhid, Iman, and Taqwa. And then you can immediately, Annie's go, by the way, I'm running an event like next week. I'd love to have you over. Here's the invitation. You never know, someone's going to say, oh, okay, I really like that. And yeah, I'm going to turn up. So I'm going to do the same with you guys. I actually do have a workshop coming up, and it's called How Well Do You Know You? And I think my team from Farbit will be putting in the link where I really want to share with everybody how best to communicate and really continuously build on yourself, so people remember you. Like, when people think of Shireen, they think of Wordsmith. So if they're going to think about Annie, what are they going to think? I know when I think of Annie, I think about women empowerment. I know that she really wants to get women out of their shell and grow. So you can see right now on the comment is our link to the next to our event that's coming up. I think when we started this, I know the worth is about, I think 800 ringgit, and because it is an introduction program, we would like to invite you to our program for 130 ringgit in this program. So it's been such a pleasure. Thank you so much. I did it. I'm so happy in 37 minutes. And I'm very happy to answer any question if you have. Do put it on the comment, and I will just go ahead and address it. Thank you, Amelia. Now we put that on. Yes, put it on your mobile phone. Look at it as if you're reading your message or for the day, and actually memorizing your keywords to communicate. Fantastic. Yeah. So if you have any questions, I'm very happy to address them. And I'm so happy to be able to share my quick tips, because it's something that really has supported me. I didn't know that a lot of people didn't know. I thought it was like, I studied in school. I did it in my essays, 5W and 1H. I did it in college, 5W and 1H. I thought it was common knowledge. And through my coaching sessions, I realized that it wasn't. And I thought, yeah, why not? In 45 minutes, I think I can just share. It's really not something really new, but I really hope you guys got value out of this. So I want to see if you guys have any questions. Hi Kamil. How do I motivate myself daily? Kamil, okay, boleh. How do I motivate myself daily? I journal. I journal a lot. I journal before I sleep, and I journal when I wake up. Because before you sleep and you journal, you're actually setting your intention for tomorrow. It's funny how when you journal, your subconscious is actually paying attention to what you're saying. And because you're writing, your physiology is actually, taking action, and your head is actually reading what you're saying. So the entire body is functioning, and it's following through. So what you've done is you actually set an intention for tomorrow when you journal the night before. And then when I wake up, what I do is I write some more, and I set an intention for the day. So suddenly when I wake up, the first thing I do is, I say my gratitude. And then I go like, today I am going to make 5 people happy. Tu je, habis. And I'm motivated already. Or I go like, today I'm going to see how I can support my team members to move from one step to the next step. Today, so you set an intention. So when you set an intention, you have a goal for the day. So that's what keeps me motivated. And I'm not saying that every day I'm like super motivated, I'm jumping out of my bed. There are days that I feel like, oh, I really can't do this, I can't wake up, I can't do a lot of things. And what I do is I look for support. So it's really important, Don Camille, it's a bit out of the 5W 1H topic, but it is important that when we don't feel so awesome in a day, and we don't feel like moving on that day, we still have to. So get your support. So I always believe in having a support system, whomever it is. I'm sure you have different groups to get your support. You have family to give your support system. You have your business friends to give your business support. You have close friends to provide you with the emotional and psychological support. Find your support system, and inshallah you'll get your motivation. Thank you. Thank you, Ramisa. Thank you, everybody. It's 10:40. And I'm more than happy to stick around and answer any more questions if there's any. Thank you, Siti. I'm so glad you're motivated today. Yeah, thanks, Ramisa. Thanks, Eddie. Thank you so much for coming today. And I really hope to see you guys. Do go ahead and check in our How Well Do You Know You program. Go ahead to the link that's been pinned above, and more to share, more tools to give you. I wanna, on that day, what I really want to do is work on your values. Work on your values and be really laser focused on developing it. A lot of people, when you say like, oh, we talk about peace, semua pun believe in peace. You say what love, everybody also believe in love. And then when we talk about technology, a lot of people resonate with technology, happiness, health. So all these are values. But if you are going to have adopting everybody's values because it's relevant, then you have like millions and millions of values to work with, and you can't focus. So what we're going to do is to communicate, is to really laser focus on what you stand for, and usually to have a stand, to be clear on your values. You can agree with many values and you can support many values, but you need to be a stand for 1, 2, 3 values, so that when people see you, they remember you for those values. So that's basically what I want to do in the next session, and I hope to see you guys there. Thank you, Dr. Azma. So I'm going to go ahead and ask my team, did I miss anything? I hope not. And thank you everybody for being with us today. It's been such a pleasure. And I hope that you feel that the 40-some minutes that you spent this Sunday with me has brought you immense value. Again, thank you so much and have an amazing weekend. And let's communicate with clarity. Bye-bye. Thank you.